Contenders. Previously on Contenders. First, a unique interview process brought us 8 contestants.
Choppa.
Wikipedia, Ripley, palm oil, formalin, melatonin, potassium.
This book.
6 people made it through the quiz, and the second week of battles began.
The loss of their houses, the loved ones, and
We're being selfish. How can I explain that?
what hits with LUSH? If you wanted your woman be the real prince. Team number
Moon-hee and Jung-hun pass into next week.
Miss Kim-hee.
한승석.
The final 4 enter the missions round. Kimmy made a LUSH jingle.
날씨 되게 찌뿌둥하시죠?
Jung-hun jumped into sales.
하는 게 아니거든요.
Moon-hee made a layout for LUSH times. Seung-suk had to act out a skit. 3 out of 4 were chosen to pass into the final round.
Congratulations.
Han Seung-suk, Tae Moon-hee, Kim Jung-hun. The finalists will be unveiled as the new LUSH rookie. Don't go anywhere.
Thank you for joining us on Contenders. I'm Min-jung Kim. We're at the last stretch in our search for our new recruit for LUSH, a fresh handmade cosmetics company from England. It's been an amazing journey, hasn't it, PJ?
You know, it really has. Hello, I am PJ Rogers, and I'm grateful to be with y'all today. You know, this LUSH Contenders, this episodes of LUSH Contenders has been very different. It is very unique. You get personalities from the very first one where they came out with the pink or the green tights to the, you know, all of the different clothes that they would wear. And it's very apropos because that's the way LUSH is. They want to bring out the personalities.
Mm-hmm. Week after week, the judges made it clear that they don't just want a brain, they want someone with a lot of personality, with creativity. And so they want the whole package.
They do. They want the whole, but they want the person. They want the person to come out, and they want to, you know, so when they come to the store, they meet a person. They don't meet a robot or what have you. They meet a real personality.
All right, let's meet the 3 finalists. Contenders, come on out.
Contenders, welcome. You are again successful. You made it to the final round because at the end of today, we will pick one of you to be the new LUSH employee. Seung-suk, I can't tell you, I mean, you come out and you do this, the first thing that you do. This is another personality, another part of the onion from the analogy that Director Kim pulled out last week. But tell us why you did this. Are you that confident? Are you going to go home champion?
Yes, I am.
Wow, that very sad. Yes, I am.
I hope so, yeah.
All right, Moon-hee. You failed your mission last week and you went from being Miss Perfect to someone who makes mistakes, and we like that. Are you ready to battle your way up to the top this time?
Yes, I'm ready.
Well, show us your resolution.
Okay. Now, I'll try my best. Be creative as much as I can.
Jung-hun, last week you made the comment that maybe I should go home. I shouldn't get the job. And that's not the Jung-hun that I've seen before. That's not the Jung-hun that I've seen do presentations and what have you. Was that your humanity coming out and saying, oh, I'll give it to someone else? Or are you not the right person? Or can you explain that comment?
Well, I'm not saying I'm not the right person, but well, if I had 2 choices, I thought it was harder for me to see someone leaving us behind. I thought it was much easier for me to just step down and just go home by myself. That's what I thought, but I'm sure that I want this job as well.
Okay.
So we have Mr. Humble with us.
That's right.
Well, who will be the last person standing? That'll be determined by our panel of judges, and here they are. Mr. Jeffery Jones, the former president of the American Chamber of Commerce in Korea. And Ms. Arirang, the CEO of LUSH Korea. Welcome to the program. Professor Song Se-ryun, an international lawyer and law professor at Kyunghee University.
President Wu, I have a question for you. As a panel member, what kind of a new marketing manager are you looking for to come into LUSH?
Definitely someone creative, positive, and passionate. LUSH marketer of all people should really have ability to harmonize and tolerate difficulties.
Wow, that is a big agenda. She wants a wonderful person.
Also joining us today is a group of special judges whose input will be critical in determining the final winner. Let's welcome 30 of LUSH's employees. All right, let's find out what kind of challenge awaits the contenders today. Today's challenge consists of 3 rounds. After the second round, the person with the lowest score will be sent home. The first round is pretty straightforward. Let's check it out on the screen first. LUSH, the Express Yourself gift package. So the contenders are being asked to make a package, a gift package with LUSH products that express who they are.
Yeah, that's exactly right. In fact, this is one that you really comes out. This is what you're all about. But the challenge is here, you can only use 5 of LUSH's products.
Well, PJ, my favorite LUSH product is something called Coal Face. It's made of coal, so it's a black soap. I love it, but I wouldn't necessarily put it in my package to express who I am. So that you get the idea. So the contenders were given the assignment earlier, and they've already prepared their packages. So let's check them out. Changhan, you are up first.
Okay. This gift pack here, I'd like to call it man's proposal. Okay. Well, I thought myself as a man of love, a man of romance. So what can I do for my ladies? And I'm wondering, and I really consider myself. And then I came out with this product called Dragon's Egg. Okay. It looks white and nothing normal. No, it's just normal and nothing special, but when it's placed underwater, it sparkles. And you will see red and green and yellow and blues. And that's who I am. Once I meet my lady, I'm gonna sparkle. And I will show her my blue and red and green and yellows. Okay, and then my next product is Ocean Salt and Turkish Delight. This is made of rose. It smells like tons of roses. Well, rose is something essential for proposal, and then salt is something very essential in your everyday life. But I'd like to mix these two together to give my wife a foot bath. Well, foot bath means serving someone, serving one another. And I'm gonna serve my wife or my lady as a princess. I'm gonna treat her as a princess. That means I'm gonna be the prince as well. And my last one is called Wiki Magic Muscle. Wiki Magic Muscles, okay. Through all the times we're gonna have together, we can have some painful times as well. And I might hurt her feelings and I might not be nice to her, but whenever that happens, I'm gonna start with this product. This has mint and it relieves your pain. And finally, this scarf here, okay. This is made of 100% recycled material. Do you know the black pot? This is made of 2 black pots. I'm gonna pack it with this nice scarf called nut wrap. I'm gonna give this to her hand and I'm gonna say, hey, this is what I prepared for you. And I'm gonna serve you forever, so please be my wife. Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. I should have taken notes. I did not know you were the romantic.
I almost said yes.
Yes.
Will you?
Wow, I was amazed. I have to ask you, do you have a girlfriend now?
Yes, I do.
Okay, well, I hope she doesn't watch this program because they might spoil the proposal that you're actually going to give. Wonderful. Judges, do you have any comments? Jeff?
I'm just a little bit upset. I didn't think about that when I was proposing. That was fantastic, Jung-hoon. Nice presentation of the products. And I think probably your sincerity was 100%, and it was very impressive. So, very good job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other comments, judges?
Well, I like the presentation. It was first of all, you talked about yourself, and then you talked about what you will do for others, and how you package it. So it seems like you're showing a little bit of both, how you would treat yourself, but also treat others. Very nicely done. Please stay away from my wife, please. And, I think what I would like to do, I want to see you more throughout the show because you seem too smooth. So let's see.
All right, I think the judges were impressed. We'll hear from you, Moon-hee.
Hi everyone, I'm very pleased to present a special gift package called Fly Me to the Rainbow, which represents me, Moon-hee Tae. As you see, this box is wrapped with recycled materials such as copies of Lush Times, paper bags, and paper ribbons. Let's look at the products inside. So I chose 5 products and I'll show you. This is Karma, Honeybee, Grass, Blue Skies, and Jumping Juniper. So the first product is this reddish-orange Karma. It shows my passionate and enthusiastic side. And at the same time, just like what the original meaning of karma, I believe that my unique personality will influence people in positive ways, making me a memorable and addicting person, just like the karma smell that you can never get enough. The second product is Honeybee. It shows that I'm a very diligent, hardworking, and at the same time, very sweet person. The third product is Grass. The reason why I chose grass is because I believe that grass is both a significant source of tranquility and vitality. I refresh my friends' minds, and at the same time, I'm a very vital source of energy. My fourth product is Blue Skies. I like the fact that blue skies actually, calm people's minds and at the same time cheer up people. And I like the fact that, when you look at the blue sky, you suddenly want to go outside. So I tend to move and inspire people, just like blue skies. My last product is Purple, Jumping Juniper. My jumping, bouncing, and popping creativity and energy will inspire people and make people have fun because I am fun, just like Jumping Juniper. Thank you.
Well, that was a lot of ideas and a lot of adjectives there. Judges, what do you think?
Thank you. I love your gift, and I want to use the LUSH item again right now. But you said your gift box is remake all the used paper and used box, but I see the tape. It's not eco-friendly. So do you think it's eco-friendly gift or gift eco-friendly wrapping?
Actually, it was my last-minute work because I only tried to use glue, and because of the weather, it was really raining on the day that I was making it, so I had to use the tape. And I guess it's 90% eco-friendly from 100% eco-friendly because of the tape, but the rest is eco-friendly, I believe. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I like the presentation in that there were a lot of ideas in there. Very bubbly too, so kind of made me feel good about it. But at the same time, it seems like there are too much in it, so I wasn't kind of I had hard time pinning down where you're first tranquil, but then you're cheerful, vital, but then you're diverse. So if you had to pick just one there, which one would you put? Which one would you pick?
Out of the adjectives that I said,
The items that you selected.
the items that, oh, that's a
first
very
item.
difficult question. I would actually choose karma because I believe that any good things that I have in my personality will affect and influence people in good ways and will eventually, make me an addicting person, just like I said during the presentation.
And 승삭?
Yes. The bag is really big, but I only have 3 products in it. I chose this bag because it is eco-friendly. It's made out of 5 black pots. So I'll start with Cynthia Sylvia Stout. It's a shampoo that's made out of beer. Contains 43% of beer, actually. And I chose this because the idea itself was really creative, and I am a creative person. And I chose Flying Fox. This contains 4 different types of honey. It says is sex appeal honey shower gel. It came to my mind that not because you use this product you become sexy, but because when you use this your skin gets really soft and smooth. You actually for yourself feel sexy, and I believe that that's the energy people get from you. If you yourself are confident, if you consider yourself a smart person, then that energy will go out to other people, and other people will sense that you're smart or you're confident too. And that's why I chose this, because I like the philosophy in it. And last but not least, I chose Skin Shangri-La. It's so-called the heaven for your skin. It contains wheatgrass and seaweed. It really helps soothing your skin when it's in trouble. And it's also good for people with aging skin, age above 30. I chose this because I tend to do a lot of counseling. My friends come to me with a lot of troubles, and I tend to give solutions and give good counseling. So that kind of goes along with this because it helps your trouble when you're skin, and I help friends who are in trouble. So yeah, that's why I chose these 3 products.
All right, let's put our hands together for Sungseok. All right, judges, how was his performance?
Thank you very much, Sung-Suk. It was delightful. The fact that you artfully chose your 3 products, I think, said a lot for your confidence. You didn't rely on 5. You could have gone up to 5, but you chose only 3 to deliver a very succinct and clear message. But the question I have for you, you said that you're creative, sexy, and helpful. What makes you creative, sexy, and helpful?
First of all, I think, well, the word sexy, I don't really consider myself sexy, but I hear that a lot from people. That's why said I'm sex. I chose the sexy, and I really do like people and their stories, and I'm a good listener, I think. That's why people tend to come to me and ask for opinions. So that's why I said I'm a good helper and creative. Like the word LUSHholic, I came up with that. I like to. I believe that creativity is not something that comes out of nowhere, but using the traditional or like closed ideas and opening up, changing it into your own things, and that's why I chose creative.
Thank you, judges. Thank you, contenders. Those were very interesting presentations. That was the end of the first round. The judges will now deliberate and score the contenders. Judges, when you're ready, please punch in your scores.
자기 자신을 표현하는데 많이 익숙해져 있는 그런 포텐셜을 느꼈습니다.
논리적인 부분을 많이 봤습니다.
The thing that was most important to me was sincerity.
패키지 우리 기프트 패키지고 같이 갑시다.
Can I have some cup of tea, please?
We will now reveal the scores of each contender. Show us the scores, please.
Wow. Sung-suk, you pulled out the victory.
Yes, I did.
Good job. Chung-un, you got second, and Moon-hee, you got third. It was actually very good. All of the presentations were, and Chung-un, I thought you were for sure. You know, you had Min-jung wanting to accept your proposal. You had the audience over here starting to get out of their chairs. I thought you would pull it off, but Sung-suk, you won.
All right, well, this is the first round, so nobody's going home yet. So Moon-hee and Chung-hun, step it up. After the second round, we're going to tally the scores from the first two rounds, and the person with the lowest score will be sent home. Let's move on to the second round. In the second round, we're going to be looking at the values of the contenders and see whether they're compatible with the values of the company. We're also going to be looking at your sense of logic and spontaneity.
This is true. We are going to take some hypothetical situations and give them to you, and there's really, I mean, either answer could be right or wrong. And so it's going to really test on, you know, what your thoughts are and how you can back up your reasoning.
Sung-suk, you're in the lead, so you get to choose a number from 1 to 3.
1.
1. All right, Chung-hun.
I'll go with 3.
Okay, that leaves Moon-hee with number 2. Sung-suk, this is your situation. LUSH Korea adheres to the philosophy of the head office in England in every way, and that of course includes marketing strategies. LUSH prides itself on using a traditional method of marketing and relying on word of mouth. They market through various campaigns and concerts, but the reality is that many competitors here find success in star marketing, using the faces of celebrities to promote their brand. You have two choices: finding a way to convince the head office to use star marketing, which has proven successful here in Korea, or continuing their traditional method of relying on word of mouth. What's your choice?
I'll choose traditional marketing.
You'll choose traditional marketing, meaning what?
Campaigns and word of mouth. Because I believe that star marketing itself is becoming an old trend in Korea too, because the expenses that you have to pay just for the marketing itself and for the stars is too expensive and too high cost. And I strongly believe that what LUSH is doing right now is right, and I'll rather try to actually come up with another idea, like using the traditional idea and develop it more so that it does not go against the headquarters, but actually can blend in Korea too.
But if there's an example like a star marketing, and it's not just star marketing, it could be campaign billboards, you know, and maybe because of LUSH's, the economic sides of making a billboard, they say, no, we don't do that. But in Korea, your competitors are doing that, and it's bumping their sales up 15% a month. Mm-hmm. You know, do you fight headquarters and say, no, we need to do this because we're in Korea and this is what I'm competing against? Or do you say, no, we'll just keep word of mouth and just grow it slow?
Well, I think the HQ in London probably knows different kind of marketing strategies can bring up the sales even more. You know, I'm sure they have done that debates a lot, and that's the traditional way is probably the best answer they came up with. So I think that I don't really care about the other companies, how they do their marketing, but I believe that LUSH is unique and LUSH should continue with what it does. What it does best is the campaign and traditional marketing. I
So
think.
benchmarking your competitors is not part of what you're about. You're just about doing what the headquarters thinks is best because they really know their stuff.
Well, I'm not saying, we're just gonna do what we're told, but I'm saying because there is a company culture and how they've built the company and how they want to carry out, through their years with the company, and they probably have the same marketing message that they want to give out to customers, and the message coming from UK should not be different in Korea just because we have different culture, I think. And just to increase sales is not the marketing is about. I think it's more about letting customers know what kind of products we make, how we make it, and just letting people know that we are there is, I think, more important than just selling products itself and getting revenues.
Okay.
So he's going old school. What do you think, judges?
You said star marketing doesn't work, and it's the old view, but I would like to see statistics. And I think what's missing in your answer is data and the accuracy of the data. Just keep that in mind, that marketing is not just about feel, but it's about having the real data and being accurate with the data. So make sure you're accurate in making those statements, and I think there's some inaccuracy there. The second thing that bothered me is this is not just about making sales. Well, letting people know about your product is one thing, but if you don't sell it, you don't have a job. So you got to sell, and I would want to see you more committed to selling the product, more committed to increasing the sales of the products. Just making it known isn't good enough, in my view.
Okay.
Along the same line, I think there are a lot of examples by now that without the localization, those big brands, global brands, would not survive in Korea. So when I hear that, I'm sure British people, the LUSH headquarter people, would have thought of the unique message. I don't think it kind of translates well.
Yes, like I mentioned, it is true that it is important to localize because a lot of multinational companies and foreign companies tend to, like Google itself, has trouble with coming into Korea because the Korean market itself is really, unique within its character. But with the traditional messages, we can come up with the way we can, deliver that message. That's what marketing does. It's not necessarily like changing the entire message and, just to sell our products, change our strategy is not right, I think. I believe that with the traditional message, the same message from everywhere around the country, around the globe, you give the same message, but with just the tool, the vehicle is different, I think. So I do believe that changing the message just for the sales is not important. That's what I think.
Okay.
All right, thank you, judges. Thank you, Seung-suk. Let's give another big round of applause for Seung-suk. We'll hear now from Moon-hee, who's left with number 2. This is your scenario. A new campaign has been approved by the executives and its official launching is coming up. However, you're experiencing some hardship because there is not enough solidarity supporting the campaign. Would you continue with the scheduled launching or would you postpone in order to establish a general consensus first?
I would just stick to the original plan, original launch date, because I remember reading about how when LUSH first began in 2002 in Korea, they didn't really have the perfect, proper management of the store in Myeongdong store on the opening day. But even though it was that kind of situation, they still opened it, and it worked. A lot of people were attracted to the store, and even though it was not the perfect store, they just had the items and like boxes still lingering, it still worked very well. So I think keeping that LUSH strategy, I think sticking to the original launch date is better option.
Okay, so the executives have come to you and said, hey, we're going to launch this new product here, and this is when we're going to launch it. And the executives are saying that. That's the plan. And all of your employees, the boss right above you, and all of these employees around you are going, no, we can't. Let's wait for 2 more months because of X, Y, and Z. And these reasons, we really need to wait. I really want you to go to battle for us, and let's wait because we know it'll launch much better in 2 months as opposed to in 2 weeks. So you're going to say what?
We'll just stick to the original launch date because people always have plan Bs. And if there is a wheel, there is a movement, and there will certainly be another gate or door that opens to a new scene that we haven't really expected. So we don't really know, not everything goes according to plan. So it's better to keep, spontaneous ability and more of a practical ability to handle the matter, right in front of our face, instead of, planning every single detail and sticking to the old plan, let's say.
You kind of contradicted yourself here a little bit. So do you want to? So you stick to the plan and not go with the? I'm not understanding.
I meant plan as in the date, but not as in plan as in the details. We have to have this by this date. So I'm saying that we'll just stick to the original launch date, but we don't have to keep everything accordingly in terms of the details.
For example, in Korea, they say, launching a product in mid-August is not prime time to launch a product in Korea. Why? Everybody's on vacation. Everybody goes on vacation somewhere in August, end of July to, in August, right? But the executives in London says, no, we are going to launch in August 10th. And all of your coworkers, half of them are going to be gone. And they're saying, and the customers are not going to be there.
Yeah, but target somewhere where there are a lot of people gathered during the summer. Like how they, showed the dirty line at the Rainbow Festival. There are a lot of festivals or beaches or, a lot of places that people gather during summer. So instead of just sticking to the original plan, we can, do campaigns in random or, unexpected places, and there are people. So just follow where people are, and there is always a way to do it.
So you're not going to follow, or you're not going to heed your coworkers' thoughts and opinions. You're just going to go with the executives, period.
I'm sure if I bring specific places or, campaign planning, then it'll definitely move people.
So at the end of the day, you're going to follow the executives and not your coworkers.
The original launch date.
Okay.
Well, nice try, PJ, but I don't think you got her to change her mind. Good answer, Moon-hee. Judges, how was her performance?
The reason for keeping the date, bringing up the LUSH history is good and commendable, but that's only one data point. I don't think, because it worked one time, you cannot say that it'll work every time.
Yes, it might have been just only one day, but the thing is that it was one of the most crucial days, opening day, launching day in Korea. So I think that's the innovative mind that LUSH has, had from the beginning. I think that is what will help this task, my question.
Just one more follow-up. With that kind of determination, to put it mildly, but the predictable result is a lot of employees will see you as a very hard-headed person because you'll argue and talk, and then at the end of the day, you'll just do what you want to do.
Okay.
Is that what it is?
No, it is not. I don't think it is what it is. Although what you're saying, I see where your point is coming from. First of all, I would not assert, I would persuade. And second of all, if you look at one personality, you might say someone is very soft, but at the same time, somebody else would say, oh, that person doesn't really have a character. So you can always look at one character and have different opinions. So maybe you can see me as a hard-headed person, but at the same time, I can be innovative and powerful and influential.
All right, thank you, judges. Thank you, Moonhee. Let's give a big hand to Moonhee. Junghoon's avoiding my eye contact. Junghoon, here's your scenario.
Okay.
Your team has come up with a campaign which does not agree with your personal views, something which conflicts with your personal preference, whether they are sexual, physical, social, and so on and so forth. You may have to engage in something you would normally never be able to do. In that situation, would you speak up and choose to not take part in the campaign, or would you just keep mum and play along?
Well, I think I'm going to stick with my personal belief.
You're going to stick with your personal beliefs and not work with the company's views.
No, I'm just saying that I'm not saying I'm not going against the company, but once I have faith in myself, once I have faith in my idea, I think I should stick to it. Because having a faith in my belief and my opinion, my idea, my creativity is my own job. And the company has hired me because of this. If the company, I think the judgment is company's own, my boss's own. If he doesn't agree, and if he tells me that my idea isn't good, he doesn't have to use it. But I will try to pursue my boss with my personal belief. Sure.
So if you believed in, for example, that smoking was somebody's rights, for example. I'm just going to give you an example. Okay. And you're right, if you want to smoke, you should be able to smoke. But the company is backing a campaign that's no smoking. Okay. And you're thinking, no, it's my right to smoke. It's anybody's right to smoke. Okay. And the company wants to do a campaign, and you're going to be behind this campaign for no smoking.
All right. If a choice was given, I would dissociate from the project or campaign. But if the choice isn't given, I'll join and I'll try myself not to smoke, and I'll try to change my belief. But once, I'm pretty sure my boss is generous enough to give me a choice to join or dissociate. But if that part is really crucial, I will dissociate from the project.
What if your boss is the dragon?
Dragon, wow.
And the dragon says, we're going to do this, and you're going to be part of this. And, this campaign for not smoking, but you completely believe it's okay. And so so you say you're going to join the campaign and hold up the no smoking sign? Or you're going to stand behind your beliefs and go, no dragon, I'm not doing it?
Well, I think I'll have to join the campaign for sure. And even if my personal belief is not right, I'll have to follow my company's moral.
So your moral compass depends upon the company's moral compass?
Well, when I'm in the company, as long as I'm staying in company.
I'm sorry?
As long as I'm in the company.
As long as you're in the company, your morals are going to follow whatever the company says.
Well, whatever the company says? No.
No.
I'm at the
whatever the
working
campaign
place.
the company's running, you're gonna. That's where your standards are going to be.
During the campaign, yes.
Okay.
Switched his position. Judges, what do you think?
What happened to what you said about, your own person, company hired you because of your unique views and your confidence? It seems like you just, change your mind that after the company's directives changes.
Okay. As previously I told you, I'll fight against it. Okay. I'll have strong belief in myself, but once the company tells me not to, and the order has been concrete, I'll obey. I'll follow the company's order.
Let me give you an example. This actually took place within LUSH. For the Naked line, LUSH held a campaign in public where they were in the nude except for their aprons. It's something like this.
Okay.
In other words, would you get nude and just wear an apron with all of your other employees, or would you say, no, I'm not going to participate in that?
See, that's why I try to avoid your eye contact. Nude campaign. Well. Are you giving me a hard time? I'm sorry, boss. I don't think I can do that.
Okay, so he's back to his standards.
Okay, so if you don't participate, you will probably feel bad and discouraged, right? So how would you manage to still get along and convince to colleagues then who are disappointed by your decision not to participate?
Well, once I work with you, I'm not looking at like year or 2-year position. I'm looking at years. So there will be lots of more campaigns coming up, and there are lots of projects coming up. So I'm sure I can catch up.
All right, I think Jung-un struggled a little bit there, but let's give him a big hand. Well, that brings us to the end of the second round. The judges will score the contenders, and we're going to add up the scores from the first 2 rounds, and the person with the lowest score is going home. Stay with us.
Naked honesty야.
뭔가 균형이 잡혀 있는 것이 보였고
김정은 씨가 조금 약간 소심이 자꾸 왔다 갔다?
혜원 씨 가장 약간 계속 동떨어진 느낌이었달까?
제 생각은 있는 그대로 얘기한 것 같아요.
거기에 다른 분들이 동의를 하시는지 동의를 안 하시는지 모르겠어요.
모든 거에 타협점이 있기 마련인데 완전 예스면 예스, 노면 노 그래서
The scores are in, and it's a matter of the top 2 people will continue on to the next round. And that person is Min-jung.
Well, PJ, I wish I knew, but I don't know. We'll have to look at the scores. Show us the scores, please. All right, congratulations, Seung-seok.
Seung-seok, you got the top score.
Oh, I did?
Why do you think you got the top score over your 2 competitors?
I was truly sincere to what I've said, and I think that they felt that too. Even though might have different opinions.
Okay,
Yes.
great.
For Mooney and Jung-un, for one of you, the journey will end here. So who's going home? Let's check out the scores.
Wow.
I heard some gasps from the audience. Jung-un, I'm sure you're surprised too. Your performance in the hypothetical situation was not excellent. Why do you think the judges decided to keep you?
because I just try to be honest. Well, I could have decided to take one side firmly, but that wasn't me. I'm not like black and white person. I could be persuaded and I can be persuasive. So
Alright.
being honest was a merit, I think.
And Moonhee, what do you think happened there? You lost to Jung-un by 2 points.
I guess I just didn't really impress the judges much, but yeah.
You know what? I would
best.
disagree with that because you lost by 2 points and there's a percentage. And so all it would take is 2 people to change their mind and it's different. And so you impressed. You impressed, you know, all but there were only 2 people that you were misimpressing. You did an awesome job.
Thank you.
Congratulations on doing an awesome job.
All right, let's give a big round of applause to Jung-un and Seung-seok. They're moving on to the final round. So one of these 2 contenders will become the next employee at LUSH. And who will that be? We'll find out in the 3rd and final round. Stay tuned. We've started out with 8 contenders, and after 4 weeks of intense competition, we're now down to 2 contenders. Along the way, they've shown that they're knowledgeable, that they're persuasive, and that they're creative. And we have 2 male contenders, and PJ, you look exceptionally happy.
You know what? This is a first for us contenders to have 2 males at the end. So I'm pretty proud of y'all. In fact, y'all started off, there was more females to begin with. And so I'm very excited that y'all are here. So congratulations.
Well, in the third round, it's just between you and the judges. Judges will conduct in-depth interviews with both of you. So brace yourselves, and here we go. Judges, fire away.
I have a question for Jung-han. Yeah. You've gone through all stages. Yeah. Then I'm curious, what is your dream as a main actor?
Well, I'm not just gonna be working for LUSH, but after I'm working for LUSH for like decades, then I can also be one of the mentors for youngsters, like adolescents. Well, once I joined the LUSH, I think if you ever ask me to lead a campaign, my focus will be on teenagers, even they do not give us much profit. I'm pretty sure it will add values to LUSH's. Yes.
Sung-suk, you want to work in marketing, and this is a marketing position for a cosmetics company. What is it in you that you think makes you the best qualified?
Actually, I believe that I'm not just working for a cosmetics company, but for LUSH, which is quite unique in its sector as well, because it is kind of different from other cosmetic companies. So working for LUSH, I believe that my passion and also like I said, love for people and the considerate part of me, and just wanting to have, fun and good skills of communication, I think will probably be my advantages in marketing for LUSH, I guess.
Jung-han, tell me what aspect of LUSH you think is really the qualities that fits with you. In other words, if you're going to stay here a long time maintaining your passion other than just liking the product, what are some aspects that you really identify at this point to say that LUSH is my company?
Okay. Well, my first impression of LUSH was that LUSH products make me feel good, make me happy. And as I told you, I was looking for some job that I can enjoy. And I feel good when I bring joy to people. So once I joined LUSH, I'm pretty sure I can bring joy to people with LUSH product. And by the way, I love it when I talk to people and make them smile.
Okay. To Sung-suk, we saw you through the stages, very balanced, very organized, and very good communication skill. I'm sure you will persuade people, and you told us that you're a good listener. Tell us, in your experience, what sets you apart in terms of teamwork?
When I was in the military, in the base, I did a lot of counselings, and I kind of solved the problems people had, or just basically make them feel like home and not kill themselves. That kind of experience helped me a lot, and also my major is advertising and PR, so I did a lot of PR events, and I was actually in charge of PR. I was the head of public relations for this advertising awards contest, and that kind of experience really helped me a lot, how to understand people, how to move people's mind, and that state of mind, not just wanting something or give and take, but just opening up yourself and just letting someone, take advantage of you is okay with me. That kind of thing, I think, helps me a lot to be a good communicator, I think.
I think I can guess why you didn't want to use that example. Marine and LUSH.
Yes.
Well, thank you, judges. Some great inviting questions to learn more about our contenders. That is the end of our interviews, and we appreciate your time and your efforts there. Now, it is your time, contenders, to give your 30-second defense. This is why I should be chosen. We'll start with Jung-un.
Well, do you remember the dragon eggs that I presented earlier? I think that is me. I need water that's gonna sparkle me and that's gonna awaken what's inside of me. So I think that's LUSH, the LUSH's working environment. So why don't you choose, then I will show you what I got inside of me. I'll awaken the giant within. Thanks.
Sung-suk?
Yes, like I said earlier, I'm not just here for a job, for money. I do really want to work for a company who has a belief and who really actually cares about others, because that's the kind of person I am too. And yeah, that's basically it. I just want to, if you guys allow me, I want to show what I got and share what I have, and also take in what you guys can give me. Thank you.
We have two very sincere men with us, I think, and both of you are in love with LUSH products. But for one of you, your heart will be broken. And who will that be? We'll announce the results in just a moment.
이번에 저번에 누가 더 잘하냐가 관건인 것 같아요.
두 사람 스타일이 다르면서도 장점들이 보이는 것 같아요.
별 기억이 안 나요. 무슨 말을 했는지.
솔직히 전혀 경쟁이라는 느낌이 안 들어요. 네. 그냥 누가 되든 축하해 줄 것 같고요.
시간이 조금 더 있었으면 좋겠다 그런 생각이 드네요.
그만큼 박빙이었다는 거.
네.
All right, guys, we're this close to announcing the winner of this competition. Are you ready to hear the verdict, guys? Is that a yes? Yes. And our audience members, are you ready to see who you're going to be working with in the future? President Wu, I think all of us are ready. Whenever you're ready, please go ahead.
There's no doubt that Sing-sung has a warm heart and a lot more to show. And I just really think you have a great potential. And it was nice to see you are so calm and spontaneous at the same time. But because you are so quite steady, then it is a little bit difficult to picture how far your potential can be stretched. And Jung-han, you continuously surprise us. And it's a pleasure to see many characters and yet see the consistency. However, I want you to remember how you are charming enough to be more confident. The final survivor is Han Sing-suk. Yeah, congratulations.
So you're the new face at LUSH.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What's going through your mind right now?
Happy. Yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Yes, I'm happy. I'm happy. Thank you.
All right. And Jung-un, I'm sure many company executives who are watching our program right now would like to snatch you away and employ you, so I think you're in good hands. It's been fun and exciting contenders here with LUSH. We'll be back with an all-new contenders next week. Join us then. Thanks for watching and goodbye.
Goodbye.
I feel relieved and I feel happy for Seungsa that he is a finalist. Moonhee, Kia, and the other contenders who left before, they're such great friends, and I think they're gonna be a great asset.
It was not only a journey to become the next contender, but it was a journey to rediscover myself. I didn't really know that I could be this passionate, this concentrated, and this devoted. It was a really big journey for myself.
This is crazy. I don't believe this. Well, like PJ said, doctor is still a doctor, and yes, I made it. Whew, lush.
Contenders is ready with a brand new challenge. The search for a talented individual to join Hanwha Chemical. 8 challengers begin the exciting Contenders journey.
Go, Contenders!